Unbiased Sports here with the pre-match review on Arsenal versus Man City, or Man City versus Arsenal, as they're the home team in the FA Cup. Now, this is a huge game that a lot of people are on the edge of their seat for. The two best teams in England right now, two of the best teams in the world right now, in my opinion, on current form, going head to head. I'm not that excited for it. I'm not that. I hate that this has happened. Like, I think that it's ruined. It's ruined the occasion for the Premier League. Um, yeah, I think that the big match for the Premier League, man, the first time we were meeting them, Man City Arsenal, it was going to be a huge game. I think this just puts a little dampener on that. Having playing them in the FA Cup, Arsenal got the hardest draw, and arguably Man City got the hardest draw. Well, Man City could have got a bit harder. It could have been at the Emirates, but it is what it is. You've got to beat everyone if you want to win the cup, so you can't really complain about the draw. I'm only complaining about the fact that we got this FA Cup game before the league game. If we'd played them in the league already, I'd be like, fine. So what I'd do as an Arsenal fan, I don't know, I feel like a lot of Arsenal fans might agree with me now. A lot of people are saying full strength fit. It's like a week in the Premier League, because it's basically like on the weekend, so it's like the Premier League matches. For me, nah. For me, you put out the second team. Yeah, and if you lose, if he puts out a full strength side and you don't, and you lose, listen, you've lost to City, you're out of the cup. Listen, I'm not focusing on the FA Cup. I love the FA Cup. As an Arsenal fan, the FA Cup means so much to me, seeing as in my lifetime, it's of recent years, it's the only thing we've won. You know, like, obviously I've seen us win the Premier League and stuff, but of recent time, it's been the FA Cup. Arsenal have the most FA Cups out of any team. It's our cup, you know. We've beat Man City the last two times we played them in the cup. But for me, play a weak side. Don't give away anything, because we can put a full strength side out and beat Man City tonight. And then for me, you've given Pep's a genius. You've given him a inkling, a look into how we're going to go against them. And he will adapt the next game he plays against us to that. He'll know, oh, they've done this, they've done that. I know Arteta's clever enough to have something up his sleeve, but I just feel like it might be better to, like, take a little Odegaard out the team, put Vieira in, you know, take Saka out the team, put Trossard in, you know, a few bits and pieces that will just make it not be the same clicking as it will be when we play them in the Premier League. Because I think when we play them in the Premier League, I personally think we'll get a win at the Emirates. I think we'll beat them at the Emirates. I'm putting my neck out. I think we might lose at the Etihad, but I think we'll win. I think that we take not easy, but we take 3 points off City this season in the league. If we take 3 points off City this season in the league, I think we'll win the league. I personally think the only way we don't win the league is if we lose both games to City. But I still think if we do that, we can still win it. But I just think that would maybe give them the thing, because, you know, City are relentless. But yeah, so for me, I'd rest some players for Arsenal. And listen, City can rest their players. This is the difference between us and City. City can rest their players. If we rest our players, we're putting people in that ain't as good. They're putting people in that are as good. Sometimes they put people in that are better. The other day against Tottenham, De Bruyne didn't play. Like, what's going on? Like, this team is just too much, man. I hope Arsenal can get to that soon, like bringing in the right signings. Obviously, Arsenal have bid today. You got the rejected 60 mil for Casado. That is the sort of signing I love to see. And I'm telling you, if we sign this guy or someone on that level, then we've got to start looking at the board and saying they're doing something right now. You know, they're doing something right, because they're finally. Last year we didn't get backed in January, and it cost us top four. This season, we're being backed in January and we're going for the league. Now, in hindsight, if you told me we wouldn't get back last season and we'd be in this position and we'd get back this season, I'd take that all day long. But no one knew that. No one expected us to be here where we're pissing everyone off. Let's just say that. That's why everyone's so salty and hurt, because they were, you know what? I've got to say this to all other fans that don't support Arsenal. The reason you are salty is because at the beginning of the season, you were talking shit on Arsenal, and now you're like, fuck, these guys might fucking win the league. If we were up battling, we wouldn't have taken as much abuse, so people probably wouldn't have minded as much us winning. Obviously, people hate Arsenal, we know that. But for me, the fact that everyone was going, "You're shit, you bought top four," da, da, da. For us to then come back from that and win the league, they're like, "Oh God, we're never going to hear the end of it." And damn right, they're not going to hear the end of it. But on that note, that's the little pre-match talk that I'm going to do for the Man City Arsenal game. Obviously, it's the FA Cup, so I don't really want to go into it as much because, like, for me, I'd scrap the FA Cup this season. But a lot of people disagree with that and think we should go for everything and anything. But I think that should be not being thought about. We should be going concentrating on the Premier League. But listen, if we win tonight against Man City, then cool. But I think that we shouldn't throw all our eggs in the basket and show Man City everything we've got tonight, because we know they'll capitalize on that. But on that note, like, subscribe, comment in the comments what you think about this game, what you think the score's going to be, all that good stuff. My score prediction for tonight, I'm going to go 2-1 Arsenal, because I've got to back my team, but I think it will be a very close game. I don't think it will be high scoring. But yeah, 2-1 to Arsenal. Like, comment, subscribe. Let me know all your thoughts on the game, pre-game, who you support, what you think the score is going to be, if you agree or disagree with anything I said. In the description, all my social medias, check them out, get involved. I want to get all fans involved, videos sent in, all that good stuff. But on that note, I'm Giuseppe, and I'm out. Peace.